Good morning, children.
Good morning, teacher.
Yes,
Good morning, teacher.
yes, today our lesson is 19th lesson, sets. Can you remember what you learned about sets in grade 7?
Yes, teacher.
What is called as a set? What is called as a set? A set is a collection of identifiable objects. Why we say identifiable objects? A set is a collection of identifiable objects. Identifiable objects means we can identify from other elements. We can separate that elements using a specific characteristic. Four-legged animals. Four-legged animals. There are four legs. We can separate them according to the number of legs. If other animals having two legs, then we can separate four-legged animals from them. Therefore, a set is a collection of identifiable objects. According to a specific feature, we separate. Today we are going to learn about set notation. Set notation. What is called as a notation? A notation means a specific method using specific symbols. We represent some idea. Using certain symbols, we can represent some idea. So some symbols we use in sets lesson. We use some different symbols in the sets lesson to give some ideas. Let's see what are they. First, let's learn about elements of a set. You know what are the elements of a set? Can you remember? In grade 7, we learned 3 methods of representing sets. Representing set as a description, representing set by listing elements. Other method is representing a set using Venn diagrams. Who invented the method of representing sets using Venn diagrams? John Venn. John Venn.
Mr. John Venn.
Yes, John Venn introduced the method of representing sets using Venn diagrams. I am revising your previous knowledge, okay? Venn diagrams. What is called as a Venn diagram? Any closed figure is can be used as a Venn diagram. That means that may be a circle, triangle, square, rectangle. Within any closed figure, you can write elements of a set. You have names to separate from you from other people. You have a name. Like that, we can name sets also. How to name sets? Using English letters, capital letters of English alphabet. Using capital letters of English alphabet, we can name a set. Okay. And what are the elements of a set? What are the elements of a set? Within curly brackets, we write elements of the set. We separate the elements of the set using commas. We separate elements of the set using commas. Can you remember? Think numbers less than 10. The set is description is numbers less than 10. Numbers less than 10. So what are the numbers less than, counting numbers less than 10? What are the counting numbers less than 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2,
6,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
7,
9.
8, 9. So they are the element. 1 is an element of the set. 2 is an element of the set. 3 is an element of the set. Likewise, they are elements of set. We separate elements of the set using commas by listing elements, by writing as a description, using Venn diagram. They are the three methods of representing sets. Okay. Now, today we are going to learn about an element of a set. You know what is an element of a set? Today we are learning about notations. The notation we use to represent element. Okay. That is the new thing. You know what are the elements of the set. Elements are separated using commas. Okay. Let's see. Look at that figure. Look at the right hand side. Can you notice any specific feature, any specific characteristic in the animals of the right hand side?
4-leg animals.
Yes, tigers are there, giraffe, dogs, cats, cow, like that. What is the specific characteristic? What is the identifiable characteristic of this group of animals? They are having 4 legs. So the main thing we consider when we grouping here is 4 legs. So we can name them as 4-legged animals. 4-legged animals. What about this? What about the parrot in the left hand side?
2 legs.
2 legs.
Two-legged animals.
So parrot is different from this group. Parrot is different from this group. So we can't put parrot into this group. We can't put parrot into this group. These animals are 4-legged animals. These animals are 4-legged animals. But parrot having only 2 legs. Parrot having only 2 legs. So we can't put this parrot to this group. We can't put this parrot into this group. That is the thing you have to remember. I will explain that in next step. We can't put the parrot into this group. What about this one? Here, in the right hand side, polygons are there. These are called as polygons. What is the polygon having least number of sides? What is the polygon having least number of sides? The polygon having least number of sides is
3.
triangle. Triangle. The polygon having least number of sides is triangle. What is the number of sides in the triangle?
3.
3 sides are there. Only 3 sides are there. So triangle is the polygon having least number of sides. Triangle is the polygon having least number of sides. Then what is the polygon having 4 sides? What is the polygon having 4 sides?
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral. Yes, that is the common name. Can you tell me some examples for quadrilaterals?
Square.
Square.
Rectangle.
4-sided polygons. Rectangle. Square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium. Those are called as quadrilaterals. They are belong to the family of quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are figures having 4 sides. The figure with least number of sides is a triangle. Quadrilateral. Figure with 5 sides, pentagon. Figure with 6 sides, hexagon. 7 sides, heptagon. 8 sides, octagon. 9 sides nonagon, 10 sides decagon, like that. Okay. Then what can you say about the right hand side? They are called as polygons. Okay, they are polygons. So what can you say about the figure in the left hand side? It is also polygon. Pentagon is also a polygon. So we can say pentagon is a polygon. Pentagon is an element of the set of polygon. Okay, pentagon is an element of the set of polygon because pentagon belong to this set. It is also a polygon. Now we are going to learn about that notations. We use these symbols. They are new to you. Look at that shape. An element of a set. An element of a set. We represent that idea using this symbol. That is like some curved E shape. That is similar to curved E shape. There's a curve here. Okay. This symbol represent this notation. This is the notation. This is a notation. There's a symbol here. The symbol represent that gives the idea of an element of a set. So if we cut this symbol this way, we write that symbol and after that we cut the symbol. So that idea is not an element of a set. An element of a set, not an element of a set. Okay. Then let's see how to use these two symbols. How to use these notations for previous examples. Now I have used that notation to the previous example. The parrot. Parrot is not an element symbol because these animals are four-legged animals. Four-legged animals. Parrot is having 2 legs only. So we can say parrot. Parrot is not an element of the set of four-legged animals. A parrot is not an element of the set of four-legged animals. So this symbol gives that idea. A parrot is not an element of the set of four-legged animals. Okay. You can use this notation, not an element symbol. I have used element symbol for the previous example. So how to say? Pentagon. These are polygons. Any closed plane figure with sides are straight lines. Straight line segments. Any with straight line segments as sides. It's a polygon. Polygon with least number of sides is triangle. So when we consider about these polygons, pentagon also a polygon. Pentagon also a polygon. So we can say pentagon. A pentagon is an element of the set of polygons. So you can use this symbol. A pentagon is an element. A pentagon is an element of the set of polygons. Of the set of polygons. Now let's see some examples without diagrams how to write that. Look at this set. We have named the set using capital X. Always use capital letters to name sets. Use capital letters and all the elements of the set should be written within curly brackets. Write the elements of the set within curly brackets and separate each element using commas. Here they have given the set x 2, 4, 6, 8. These are even numbers less than 10. X equals 2, 4, curly brackets 2, 4, 6, 8. So how we can get each element separately? Look at this first sentence. Okay, 2 is there. Can you see 2 is there? So we can say 2 is an element. 2 is an element because 2 is in the set. 2 is an element of the set X. The name of the set is X. So we can write the set X. 2 is an element of the set X. That can be written as, you see symbols, we can write this way. Without writing these words, briefly we can write this way. This is the notation. 2 is an element of the set X. The idea of this is that if we want to say 4 is an element of the set X, because 4 is there, 4 is in the elements of set X. So 4 is an element of the set X. How to write that? Using set notation. 4 is an element of X. Write for element symbol. That is similar to curve D. 4 is an element of the set X. Next one. 6 is an element of, 6 is there. Can you see 6 is there? 6 is an element of the set X. So we can say this using this element symbol, 6 is an element of the set X. 8 also there. So you can say 8 is an element of the set X. If we write using set notation, this is the answer. 8 is an element of the set X. No need to write these words. But what about 7? 7 is not in these elements. 7 is not an element of the set X. 7 is not there. So 7 is not an element. Not an element of the set X. How to write that? Not an element symbol. What is the not an element symbol? Curve D. This is the element symbol. Curve D shape. And cut that symbol. If we cut that symbol, that is not an element symbol. So we can say 7 is not there. 7 is not an element of set X. 7 is not an element of set X. So that is the set notation to represent an element of set, not an element of set. Look at this one. This lesson is very easy. You have to write, you have to identify the method of writing correctly. 4 is an element of, what is the idea of this? 4 is an element of square numbers. 4, what are the square numbers? Can you remember the square numbers? First square number is 1. 1 into 1. 1 to the power 2. 1 square. 1 to the power 2 is 1. Second square number, 2 into 2, 4. Third square number, 3 to the power 2. 3 into 3, 9. Fourth square number, 4 into 4, 16.
16.
Fifth square number, 5 into 5. Multiply the number by the same number. 5 into 5,
25.
25. 6 square number, 6 into 6, 36. 7 square number, 7 into 7, 49. Those are the square numbers. Okay. Then 4 is an element of the set of square numbers. 4 is an element. 4 is an element. So you can use element symbol. Remember that when you write in 4, don't put curly brackets for 4. If you put curly brackets for 4, if you put a curly bracket for 4, that is wrong. We write an element only. This is wrong if you write that way. So don't put curly brackets. Without curly brackets, you have to write the element. Without curly brackets. Element should be written without curly brackets. Okay. 4 is an element of, but square numbers is a set. Square number. This is the description method. Here there's a description. Square numbers are set. So that should be written within curly brackets. Pahanya, don't draw on the screen. මකල දාන්නේ ටික මේ පේන්නේ මගේ අතින් ඇඳිච්ච ඒවා 4 is an element of square number. So 4 is an element of square numbers. 4 is there. So you can use element symbol. Parrot. Parrot is not an element. We got that one as an example also. Parrot is not an element of four-legged animals, not an element symbol. Okay. Don't remember that. Don't write the element within curly brackets. Don't draw element symbol, curly brackets for the element. If you draw curly brackets for the element, that is wrong. Don't draw this way. Then that is wrong. Element should be written without curly brackets. Okay. Parrot is not an element of the set of four-legged animals. Okay, write each of the following in words as it is read. Triangle, triangle, element symbol, polygons. How to write that? Yes, how to write that? A triangle, this way you have to write. A triangle is an element
of the
element of the set polygons. A triangle is an element of the set polygons. This is the method of writing using words. Here you have to write using words. Okay. So that way tell me how to write this one. How to write this one? M. Tell me using words. Tell me this using words. M is not an element of the set vowels in the English alphabet. You have to write that way, right? Just describe that. Okay. How to say? Very easy. M is not an element of the set vowels.
The set of vowels
in the
alphabet.
English alphabet. M is not an element of the set of vowels in the English
alphabet.
alphabet. So you can just describe that. Eight is an element of the set of even numbers.
Number.
8 is an element of the set of even numbers. That way, okay?
Even number.
Yes, very good. Can you write that when you're doing exercises? That is easy, no?
Okay,
Write that,
teacher.
okay? Just write words.
Okay, teacher.
Yes, this one, carrot. Carrot is not an element of varieties of
Varieties of
fruits.
fruit.
Okay, write a sentence. Carrot is not an element of the set of varieties of fruits. Second one. Now,
Varieties.
Yes. Second one, copy the following in your textbook and fill in the blanks using these two symbols, element symbol and not an element symbol. So let's put that. You tell me 11. 11. An element or not an element?
Sir.
Can you remember what are the prime numbers? Prime numbers are having two factors only. Two factors. What about 1? 1 is prime number or not? 1 is a prime number or not? 1 is not a prime number. What is the reason? 1 is having only one factor. What is the factor of 1? Factor of 1 is 1. So 1 is not a prime number. Prime numbers are having only two factors. Two factors. What about 2? 2 can be written as 1 into 2. So 2 is having two factors. What are the factors of 2? 1 and these two numbers, 1 and 2. So there are two factors. Then 2 is a prime number. What about 1? 1 can be written as a product. Only 1 into 1 is 1. So 1 is having only one factor. So that is not a prime number. Remember that. Okay. 1 is not a prime number. But 2 is a prime number. 3 is a prime number. 3 is having two factors. 11. What about 11? 11. 11 can be written as 1 into 11 only. Only method.
Two factors.
Yes, only two factors are there. Therefore, it is a prime number. What about 4? 4 is not a prime number. That is a composite number because 4 can be written as 1 into 4. I am revising your previous knowledge. This is not relevant to this lesson. 4 can be written as 1 into 4. There's another method to write 4. 2 into 2. That is also 4. So what are the factors of 4? 1, 2, 4. How many factors are there? How many factors are there?
3 factors.
Three
factors.
Yes, 3 factors. So this is not a prime number. Prime numbers having only 2 factors. So 2 is a factor, 3 is a prime number, 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, like that. Okay. Then what about 11? 11 also a prime number. So we can say 11 is an element of the set of prime numbers. Put the element symbol. 11 is an element of the set of prime numbers. 15, multiples of 4. Multiples of 4. What are the multiples of 4? 4, 8, 4 into 1, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 4 into 3, 12. Yes, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. They are the multiples of 4. But 15 was not there. 15 is not a multiple of 4. So not an element. Put the not an element symbol to this blank. Blue. Colors of the rainbow. Is that a color? What are the colors of the rainbow? Tell me. What are the colors of the rainbow?
Red, orange,
Ah,
orange,
ah. What are the colors of the rainbow?
Red,
yellow,
Ah,
green,
ah,
blue, blue,
blue,
ah,
indigo,
indigo,
ah,
indigo,
ah. Violet.
violet,
Yes. What about blue?
indigo,
Blue was
red,
there or not?
orange, yellow, green, blue, violet.
rainbow.
Yes. Blue in elements or not?
Blue in
Element teacher.
blue is a element.
Blue is an element. Yes. So you can put element symbol. Next one. Mango. Varieties of fruits. Mango is a fruit. So you can put element symbol or not an element symbol. Which symbol?
Element.
Elements. Yes, element symbol. Matara. Districts in Western Province. What are the districts in Western Province?
Kalambu,
Kalambu,
Gampaha,
Kalambu,
Kalambu, Gampaha, and Kalutara. Yes, that three. So Matara is a district in Southern Province, not in the Western Province. So not an element. Not an element. Okay. Now let's move to next part. Copy the following statements in your textbook. Place a tick in front of the correct statements and put a cross in front of the incorrect statements. Okay, elements are in the left hand side. Notation symbol in the in between the set and the element. So let's check. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 7 is there. 7 is within brackets. So what can you say? 7 is an element of this set. 7 is an element of this set. So this statement correct or wrong? The statement correct or wrong?
Correct.
Correct. Yes.
Correct.
Because 7 is there. No, 7 is an element. 7 is there. So that is correct.
It is correct.
Yes. 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 only there within curly brackets. 5 is not there. 5 is not there. So 5 is not an element of this set. 5 is not an element of this set. So that statement is correct. That is not an element. A, E, I, O, U. A is there. A is there. Here A is there. We can see A. But they says A is not an element. That is wrong because A is an element of this set. The statement is incorrect. This one. Square. Check whether square is there or not. Here square symbol is there within curly brackets. So the symbol we have to use should be element symbol, but they have used not an element symbol. So that is wrong. Statement is wrong. Because the correct symbol is element symbol. Square is an element. Square is an element of the elements within curly brackets. Okay. Here, there are some symbols. Roman number 3. Within curly brackets, Roman number 1, Roman number 2, 5, 4, 6, 7, and 10 there. Roman number 3 is not there. So we correct symbol is this one. Correct symbol is this one. Roman number 3 is not an element of these symbols. Roman number 3 is not in curly brackets. So this symbol we have to use, but they have used this symbol. So the statement is wrong. Okay, 7 is an element, so element symbol should be there. 5 is not an element, so correct symbol is there. A is an element, we have to use element symbol, but not an element symbol has been used, then that is wrong. Here square is there, so element should symbol should be the correct symbol, but this symbol is given here, that is wrong. Here also Roman number 3 is not there, so this symbol we have to use, but they have used this symbol, that is wrong. Okay, that is the method of using elements and not an element symbol. They haven't used correct symbol in Roman number 3, 4 and 5. That is why we say these statements are wrong. Okay, their answers are
Okay,
wrong.
teacher. Now I can understand.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, let's see next one. Number of elements in a set. Number of elements. You have to count the elements. There's a notation. We are learning about notations now. In grade 8, we are learning about notations. You know what are the elements. Now we write how to. We learn how to use symbols to represent the number of elements in a set. We learn about notations in this grade. Okay, let's see what are the notations. See this example. A, the name of the set is capital A. You have a name Amasha, like that, different names are there for you. The name of the set is A, capital A. You can use capital letters to represent sets. Odd numbers between 0 and 10. Description method. They have given the set in the description method, using the description method given as a description. Odd numbers between 0 and 10. Now let's represent the set using by listing elements. What are the odd numbers between 0 and 10? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. They are the odd numbers between 0 and 10. So this method is description method. When you have given using description method, always before writing the number of elements, first write the elements. These are the elements. A equals 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are elements. Write elements by listing. Now we learn about the notation. How to write the number of elements of a set. This is the standard way to write elements of a set. This is the method. How to write? Simple n, brackets. Here n means number, the word number. Short form of the word number is simple n, number. So number of elements of A. Number of elements of A represented by simple n, brackets, the name of the set. If this set is B, you have to write as not NA. Then you have to write as NB, like that. Okay. Write the name here and count the elements in the set. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many elements are there? 5 elements are there. 5 elements are there. So we can say number of elements in the set A equals to 5. number of elements of the set A equals to 5. So this is the notation. We are learning about notations now. This is the method. Let's see this example, very easy. NA, number of elements of the set A. Within brackets, you have to write the name of the set. That may be capital A, capital B, C, X, Y, anyone. Okay. And after that, just write the number. Don't put curly brackets here. If you write the elements within curly brackets this way, then that is wrong. Don't write the elements within curly brackets. Just write the number this way. Just write the number without curly brackets, right? This one, multiples of 3 between 1 and 20. Multiples of 3 between 1 and 20. Multiples of 3 between 1 and 20. I have to recall this one also. In the sets lesson, you have to remember those things. Between means, if they say between, that means 1 is not included. 1 is not included. 20 also not included. Okay. Between. If they say between, then 1 is not included. 20 also not included. Then here P equals 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. You have to write before writing the number of elements, first write the listing out elements. List out the elements of the set. Multiples of 3 between 1 and 20. What are the multiples of 3 between 1 and 20? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and 18. They are the multiples of 3. First write the elements. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many elements? 6. 6 elements are there. So you just write 6. Don't put curly brackets. Don't put curly brackets when you writing elements. This is normally if you say there are 35 students in the class. If you say if there are 35 students in the class, you just write the number. No? You don't write that within curly brackets. So don't put curly brackets here. If you put curly brackets, that is wrong. This is the notation. As I told you, simple len. Simple len represent number. Short form of the number. Number කියන එක කෙටි කරලා තමයි ඒ කියන්නේ. Number of elements of the set. What is the name of the set? Name of the set is P. So you have to put P to here. Number of elements of the set P is 6. මේ notation එකක් කියන වචන ගොඩක් පාවිච්චි කරලා කියන එකක් අපි කෙටියෙන් කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Short form of writing a description is the notation form. Number of elements of the set P is 6. Here the name is A. Name of the set is A. So we can say number of elements of the set A equals 5. Like that. Okay. Now look at this. Express each of the following sets with its elements written within curly brackets. In your textbook, this Roman number 2 is below these statements. But I got that to here because in the same step I will write the elements and number of elements here. Express each of the following sets using listing elements method. List out the elements. The counting numbers that are less than 10. Counting numbers. Counting. Counting means how we count. How you count. When you counting, you start 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 0 is not a counting number. How you count? When if you count the number of students in the classroom, if you count the number of students in the classroom, if you get the attendance of the students, you count heads. How to count heads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 30, 35 like that. Start from 1. So counting numbers that are less than 10. So how to write? A equals less than 10. No, don't write 10 because less than means 10 is not included. Less than. Less means you should not write 10. 1, 2, 3. List out the elements first. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this way. Then how many elements are there? You have to write the values. NA. We have to write NA now because name of A is name of the set is A. So you can write NA in brackets capital A. In brackets capital A. Let's count the elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many counting numbers are there less than 10? 9 counting numbers. Just write 9. Don't put curly brackets. Okay. Next one. B. Letters in the word Anuradhapura. Can you remember you learned in grade 7? You can't repeat same element twice in within curly brackets. You can't repeat the elements within curly brackets. So you have to cut repeating elements. First letter is A. First letter is A. Now let's cut repeating elements. Second A should be removed. Third A also remove. Fourth A also remove. Because we can't write repeating elements. N is not repeating. U is not. U is repeating here. R is repeating here. Repeating it. R again. D is only once. H is only once. P is only once. So let's list out elements. After removing repeating elements, just write the remaining elements. Okay. So you can write as A, N, U, R, D, H, P, That's only, no? After P, no letter, no any letter. So this way you have to list out the elements. A, N, U, R, D, H, P. And now we can write using notation N. Second one, NB, Roman number 2, you have to write NB. That means number of elements of set B. The name of the set is B. So within brackets, you have to write B. NB equals. Let's count the number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many elements? Letters in the word Anuradhapura. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next one, I don't do the next one because you know the days of the week. How many days of the week? How many days are there in the week? Here they don't talk about the holidays, okay? What are the days of the week? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. How many days are there? Within curly brackets, write that 7 days. So nx equals 7. How to write your answer? Capital X, equation sign, open curly brackets. Monday, use comma elements, separate elements using commas. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 days are there. Some of you writing write only 5 days. Weekdays only. Holidays they don't take as days of the week. That is wrong. They are asking about the days of the week. So just write 7 days. So our answer should be nx should be write 7 days and after that write nx equals number of elements of the set x is 7. This will write the answer, okay? Now let's move to next one. Multiples of 5 between 2 and 8. Between, I told you when you, if between are there, you should not write 2 and 8, though that is belong to, whether that is belong to this set or not. You should not write to first and last element if between is there. Multiples of 5 between 2 and 8. What are the multiples of 5 between 2 and 8? Only one multiple is there. That is 5. Only multiple of 5 between 2 and 8 is 5. So only one element. Only one element is there. So n number of elements of y. Ny. Number of elements of y. Ny equals. There's only one element. Don't write 5 here. There's only one element. Count one element is there. So just write 1. Prime numbers from 32 to 38. What about 33? Let's check 33. 33. Prime or not? That is an odd number. 33 can be written as 1 into 33. That is one way. Writing 33 as a product. 1 into 33 is 33. Another way to write 33. 3 into 11. 3 into 11 also 33. So how many factors are there? 1, 3, 11, 11 and 33. 4 factors are there. Can you remember at the beginning of the lesson I told you there should be only 2 factors. So this is wrong. 33 is not a prime number. That way, let's check what are the prime numbers from 32 to 38. From and to. From and to. What you have to remember about those words. From to. The methods are between, from to, from till. They are the 3 methods. If they have given as between, don't get the first letter and last letter. Don't get both first and last. Remove them. If you have given from to, you can get first one, but you can't get the last one. Okay. From till, you can get, if that is belong to that set, you can get both first and last. Between means you can't get first and last. From to means you can get first one, but you can't get last one. From till, you can get both first and last. You have learned that 3 words, 3 methods in grade 6. Okay, I am revising. Between, from to, from till. Here from to, prime numbers from 32 to 38, but 32 is not a prime number, so we have to remove that. 33 also not a prime number. 35, that is also not a prime number because there are 4 factors. 1 into 35, 35, 5 into 7, 35. So 1, 5, 7, 35. There are 4 factors. That is not a prime number. Okay. 36. 36 is an even number. All the even numbers are not prime numbers. Only even number is 2. 2 is only prime number. P equals prime numbers from 32 to 38. 35 is not there. 36 is not there. 37. Only prime number is 37. Can we write 39? You can't write 39. From 32 to 38. So only one element is there. So you can write as n number of elements of the set P, NP. Here the name is P. Then NP equal. Only one number is there. Only one number. So NP is 1. NP equals 1. Next one, the grades in the primary schools in Sri Lanka. Q, the name of the set is Q. The name of the set is Q. Then primary grades are 1, 2, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, grade 5. How many primary grades are there? These are the primary grades in Sri Lanka. So five numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers are there. So you can write in Q number of elements of the set Q. Number of elements of the set Q is 5. That is the notation. Okay. Prime factors of 30. Let's write 30 as a product. How to write the let's divide 30 by prime numbers and check. 30 divide by the prime number 2. When you divide by the prime number 2, 2 into 15, 30. Let's divide 15 by 3. 3 into 5. 15. 5 also a prime number. So you can divide by 5. So prime factors of 30, you can write as m equals curly brackets 2, 3, 5. These are the prime factors of 30. So how many prime factors are there? Number of elements of set M is 1, 2, 3. 3 prime numbers are there. So number of elements of set is 3. Number of elements of set M is 3. And now let's move to next one. Null set. What is called as a null set? Null set. That is a new word for you. Let's see this figure. Look at this figure. What can you notice about this figure? There are two glasses. There are two glasses. One glass is empty. Can you see? I will send the note, okay? I will send the pictures and recorded lesson also. So carefully listen the lesson. There are, what can you notice about this figure? There are two glasses. There are two glasses. One glass is empty. This glass is empty. In this glass, water is there. In this glass, water is there. This one is empty. The null set is a similar concept. Null set. Null means empty. Empty, like this glass. This glass is empty. No any water. No water in this glass. This is empty. Null set. Null set means empty set. The idea is empty set. Okay. Null set. Null set. A set which has no elements. A set which has no element is called a null set. We denote null set by using these symbols. Can you remember we learned notations in this lesson? Notations, specific symbols, specific letters we use to represent some words. So null set denoted by these two symbols. These two symbols, that is, they are the notations. Notation means specific symbols to represent some words. You know now null set means the set which have no elements. Empty set. Empty set means within curly brackets, you don't have anything to write because that is empty. no elements in that set. We have no elements to write within this curly brackets. So we denote null set using empty curly brackets. Empty curly brackets. That is one way of represent. There are two ways. Other way is this symbol. This is like a 0 and cut this 0 like this. This is a Greek letter. Okay. This is a symbol of Greek alphabet. We use this symbol to represent null set. That is the second way. If you see these two symbols, you know that set is a null set, empty set. Okay. These are the two methods of representing null sets. The number of elements in the null set is 0 because that is empty. The number of elements of the null set is 0. So how to write that? Number of elements, n brackets. You can put one of these two symbols. That symbol denotes null set equals 0. This is a notation. Notation means a short form to write mathematical expression, mathematical idea. A notation means a short form to write a mathematical idea. Then here, how to describe this? What is the idea of this? Idea of this is number of elements in the null set, number of elements in the empty set. Number of elements in the null set is 0. No elements. 0 means no elements. Let's see some examples. B. Whole numbers between 1 and 2. Is there any whole number between 1 and 2? Between 1 and 2, only decimal numbers are there. Decimal numbers are there 1.1, 1.2, decimals and fractions are there 1 and half, 1 and 1/3. Only whole number, only decimals and fractions are there between 1 and 2. So whole numbers between 1, no any whole number, no any whole number between 1 and 2. So that is empty. Within curly brackets, we can't write anything. So that is a null set. So how to represent? B equals curly brackets. Within curly brackets, you can't write anything because nothing there. Empty curly brackets. Empty curly brackets. This is represent null set. If there are no elements, we have to keep it empty now. Then this is the method. If you want, you can write this way also. B equals that Greek letter, this one. It is like a 0 and cutting that 0. These two methods are correct. This is correct. If you represent using this method, that is also correct. Multiples of 10 between 5 and 10. Between 5 and 10. Between means first number and last number not included. Between means if between are there, between the word between means first and last numbers are not there, only middle part you have to take. So between 5 and 10 means 10 is not included. Multiples of 10 between 5 and 10. So 10 is not there. That set is empty. You can't get this 10 here because between word is there. So C is empty. Within curly brackets, you can't write any element because no elements. Empty curly brackets. Okay. Polygons with less than 3 sides. Polygon with less than 3 sides. Can you remember at the beginning of the lesson, I described polygons. Polygons The polygon having least number of sides is triangle. So in the triangle there are 3 sides. So there is no polygon which is having 2 sides. So no polygons with less than 3 sides. Least number of sides is 3. No polygons less than 3 sides. So empty. That set is empty. No elements. No polygons less than 3 sides. So you can write that as D empty curly brackets, because that set is empty. Okay, now you got the idea of null set. Null set means empty set. There are 2 methods to represent null set, this one and this one. So using that symbols we can represent this set B using this method or this method. For the other statements also you can express one of these 2 symbols. Okay. Now let's see problems in exercise. Exercise 19.3, write down whether each of the following sets is the null set or not. Positive multiples of 5 which are less than 5. Which are less than 5. Is there any multiple of 5 which is less than 5? No multiples which are less than 5. First multiple is 5. First multiple of 5 is 5. So no multiples of 5 which are less than 5. So this set is empty. Empty. Therefore, if there is no element, you have to put empty curly bracket. Put empty curly brackets. Okay. Empty curly brackets. So what can you say? Write down whether this each of the following sets is null set or not. This is a null set. So you can write the answer as null set. If you keep this way, that is also correct. If you keep this way, that is a notation. The idea of that is null set. A null set. Whole numbers from 0 to 10. Whole numbers from 0 to 10. Q equals whole numbers from 0 to 10. Tell me what are the whole numbers from 0 to 10. What are the whole numbers from 0 to 10? Can we write 0? Can we write 0 or not? 0 is a whole number or not? We can get 0 as a whole number. Whole numbers from 0 to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but you can't get 10 because from 2, if word 2 is there, 2 means don't get the last digit, don't get the last one, that means don't get 10. So there are elements, this is not a null set, not a null set, not a null set. Not a null set. Elements are there, no? Then that is not empty. Null set means empty set, not a null set. This one, odd numbers between 1 and 3. Odd numbers between 1 and 3. Between means first letter not included. Second one also not included. If the word between is there, you should not get first and last. Then between 1 and 3, no odd numbers. So R is empty. R is empty.
R is a null set.
Yes, R is a null set, empty curly brackets. A null set. If you don't write the words, that is also correct because this notation means that implies that is a null set. Same idea given by the notation also. If you want, you can write using words a null set. Digits in the number 41,242. Can you remember how we did for the term Anuradhapura? Repeating terms you have to remove. Repeating terms should be removed. Here 4 is there, 4 is repeating, so remove 4. Okay. S equals within curly brackets. After removing repeating terms, 4, 1, and 2. How many elements are there? 3 elements are there. So that is not a null set. You can write using words, not a null set. You have to name the set as T. After that, open curly brackets. Write all the colors, all the 7 colors. Okay.
Red.
Yes. Yeah, I will not write. It is difficult to write using this.
Orange.
Yes. You can, when you're writing answers, just write all the 7 names. So below that, write not a null set. Not a null set. This is the very important one. Put star marks and remember that. You didn't face any term test last year and this year. But if there's a online test, if there's an online test, I put that question. similar questions. Okay. Remember that normally in term test they check whether you got that or not. They give this question in previous term test. U equals the set name is U. Equation sign is there. Curly brackets is there. 0 in the middle. Now send your answer to chat box. Don't tell the answer. Send your answer to chat box whether this is a null set or not. Yes or no. I displayed you 2 glasses. One glass was, in one glass there was water. The second glass was empty. Now think about this glass as curly brackets. So, if empty curly brackets are there, then that is similar to this glass. If 0 is within curly brackets, then that is an element. Like this glass with water. There's an element. 0 is an element. I gave you only 2 notations. What are the 2 notations? Null set represent empty curly brackets. Or other way? Other way is this symbol, Greek letter. These are the 2 symbols to represent null set. This one and this one. Okay? When you write in number of elements only, you write 0. If you write the number of elements, think there's a null set like this. The set is A. The set is A. Empty curly brackets are there. So we can write number of elements. These curly brackets are empty. So no any symbol within A. No any symbol within curly brackets. Within these curly brackets, no any symbol. So you can write NA is 0 because symbols in the curly bracket is 0. No element. 0 means no. NU, number of elements in this set. How many elements are there? There's a symbol. There's a symbol. So NU is 1. One symbol is there. 0 is also a symbol. 0 is also an element. This is not empty. One element is there. So not a null set. 0 is not a null set. Now those who send the answer, yes, now can you understand? Now can you understand? Those who gave wrong answers, can you understand now? If you can't understand, if you want to explain again, tell me. Null set means within curly brackets, no any symbol.